Thank you. Well, questing for glory once more time. I am organMike. This is Ultima 4, and before I begin, I would like to acknowledge that where I stand, where I live, work, and play is Treaty 1 territory, the traditional homeland of the Anishinaabe, Ininuak, Anish, Ininu, Dene, and Dakota peoples, and the heart of the Red River Métis Nation. And I wish to acknowledge with respect and reverence the care that these people had for the land before me, and the continuing damage that colonialism has done for them. The water I drink comes from Shoal Lake 40 First Nation, a group of people that only recently had access to their own drinking water. Alright. With that out of the way, we have Ultima 4. The music you're hearing is not from the game. It is custom music that I've made to go on my stream. And otherwise, we're not going to be hearing any sound other than me talking, and frankly, hearing me talking for the next 90 minutes is probably not something everyone wants to experience without something to relieve that. So, Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar. Chat saying, nice, more custom jams. They're the same custom jams you heard the other day when I did Avernum. So it's interesting to say that this 90-minute run, the low percent run for Ultima 4, is actually the shorter of my two. But, I mean, this is an RPG stream. We're used to that. We need to initiate a new game. We're going to, of course, have QFG7 as our hero. And traditionally, I just put my finger over the M and the F and just press them at roughly the same time, and whichever one comes out is what happens, because my answer to that question is no. But time begins when we select a character gender, and then we go into character creation. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, let's roll. Alright, so the story of the game is we are dissatisfied with our life in the 1980s, decide to go for a walk in the middle of nowhere, sit behind a willow tree, and then a portal opens up and stuff drops to the ground out of it. It happens to be 2 books bound in a cloth map and a metal ankh. And then, of course, settling back under the willow tree, you open the book, read the book of history, and then my favorite line in all of video game introductions, no, really, read the book of history, because even in the 80s we didn't read instructions. Then you go down over the hill to the Ren Fair, you hear some strange music, you walk through the Ren Fair to the Traveler's tent at the back, or Traveler's, what do they call it, wagon at the back, there we go, and meet the old woman inside, and she reads our cards. These cards are not traditional tarot cards, they are the 8 virtues of the Avatar. We're going to start with sacrifice and honor. We're going to take sacrifice. So they ask moral questions because this character is supposed to be you, and this is supposed to represent how you would act in this world. We need spirituality. This is the low percent run, so I'm taking a ranger to start. The ranger character requires that I answer spirituality at every opportunity. This is a tough one. Honesty will give me more magic points, compassion more dexterity, and I think this time I'm going to take compassion just for speed's sake. This will give me then Valor and Justice as the last 2. Every one of these that I select moves on to the next round. So it's now going to pick from the 4 that I chose. Going to take 2 of those. Compassion and Sacrifice. We'll take Compassion again for speed. And then Valor and Spirituality. And unfortunately we have to ditch Valor because we need to have Spirituality. Because we're going to start as a Ranger. Normally when I do this as no major glitches or any percent, I take a mage, which is an honesty-based class. And anyway, we're into the game. So this is Ultima 4. We need to head into the town of Skarabrae as our ranger. That is where rangers are. We go to the herbalist shop, and we're going to start by purchasing reagents. Now, herbalists in Britannia are universally blind. Something about treating all the herbs does not do well for your eyes. Anyway, so she doesn't actually know how much money we're putting into her pot, so she just holds out the bag and she hears the clink of coins, and that's all good. So instead of 198 gold, I'm paying 1 gold for 99 units of sulfur ash. This is not virtuous. We're supposed to be virtuous. We're not doing that right now. We will be. And now we have to mix our spells. Before you can cast a spell, you need to have the magic points for the spell, and you need to have pre-mixed the spell. We're going to mix a bunch of blink spells. If you'd like to join me in typing the word bed, you are more than welcome to do so. See how practice helps you out with this. So yeah, this is the blink spell. We're going to be using this a lot to travel around. Nice. We're going to mix a few exits. Oops. There we are. A few up spells and down spells. Oh, your ears. Oh, I'm sorry. Is my typing being picked up by my microphone? Yeah, bed, bed, bed. Mix a bunch of cure spells. We need some dispel spells. Yeah, I have a laptop computer that I'm playing on. I'm standing in my living room. We need to make some energy field spells. And that runs us out of Spider's Silk. We're going to mix some magic missiles just in case. I need to mix some quicknesses. I am defacing the game, I am indeed. Those little mnemonics actually come in quite handy. While I re-up my reagent stash here, I'll explain low percent. So, in this game, we need to find a bunch of items. The 8 runes, the 8 stones are all mandatory. So we need 8 runes and 8 colored stones, because those 8 runes are going to give us access to the shrines where we have to meditate to become the avatar. Our whole purpose in this game is not to defeat some great external evil, but to defeat the evil within ourselves. A couple sleep spells, just in case. I never remember to use my sleep spells, but I should at least mix them so I have them. So yes, we're supposed to be virtuous and noble and good and all those things. So we're starting out by scamming an old lady, as one does. Dave even fly some fireballs. Don't need many of those. Right. I feel like I'm missing something. Mix a few more up and down. The evil within. It's an entirely different game. No, this is this game. We're not doing a different one. This one's enough for me. Alright, so we've done our herbalist shopping. Anyway, the low percent continues in that there are also 8 important major items. We're not going to be getting all of those. We need the bell, the book, and the candle. But several others. Here's what the blink spell does, by the way. If I get up there, there we are. It travels us a distance. We're going to head into the dungeon shame here. We're going to cast a down spell right away. Now I'll cast this down spell. We head east as far as we can, south as far as we can. We search. We head east as far as we can, south as far as we can, east as far as we can. Repeat the algorithm. Those are ghosts. I need to kill them. Anyway, so we need the bell, the book, and the candle. But the wheel, skull... what do we not get? The wheel, the skull, the horn, and the mystic arms and mystic armor. In addition, we also don't get the magic reagents of Mandrake and Nightshade, which have powers to give us the super powerful spells, which we'll not be getting. We blink north from here to this little spot, find the white stone. We have to rest to get our magic points back. Magic points return at a rate of 1 per turn, whether you're in combat or outside of it. We're looking for the yellow stone in the Dungeon Despise, so we're going to cast this down a few times to level 5. We go east to the wall, south as far as we can go. We have to kill this evil slime. Go to the wall. That is a gremlin. Gremlins are bad news. They will eat my food. Okay, I'm in the right spot. And I step into here. Those are sea serpents. They're going to fire at me. I don't want them to. That's a secret door I stepped into. It changed a panel over here into another secret door. Sea serpent in the way. I'm going to use my magic missiles to get rid of it. Or not. Fine. And try to run through without getting toasted. There we go. Search, find the yellow stone. And from here, we are going to go down one more floor. Ignite a torch. We don't have many torches. We start with 2. But here is a fountain which I can drink from to heal my wounds. And these are treasure chests, so we're going to get a bunch of these. We don't want to go in that room there. Not all doors in dungeons are doors. Some are rooms, which are just sort of preset combat areas. We'll be seeing more rooms later. Hello, gremlins. Don't eat my food. And unfortunately, because there was already a treasure chest there, they don't drop a second treasure chest. Cure my poison, thank you. I want to go and... That's a Reaper. Reapers are ancient evil dungeon trees. They do bad things to you. That is a magic orb. We're going to touch that. It's going to do 200 damage to us. We're going to head back into the dungeon after an exit spell and find another healing fountain there. We don't have to fight rats. That's cool. So one of the consequences of leaving behind all those special items I talked about, that's a storm. What is a storm doing here? Normally I don't see those until I'm looking for a boat. It's a meme among the people of like that watch me and that play Ultima 4 that I get way too many storms. I get an unconscionable amount of storms. They're extremely rare, and I get them all the time, which is extremely frustrating because they're not useful. I'm standing in a swamp, which is how I got poisoned. You can tell I'm poisoned because my hit points are going down, and I had a nice little P beside my name, or beside my hit points. So, not getting the special items. Blink from there. Yeah. There. Yeah. There we go. Means that each of those items that we're not picking up gives us 400 experience, so we're leaving 2,000 experience on the table. We're going to purchase a bow here. And we're going to purchase some flaming oils. Now we're good. Ready that bow, so we have a ranged weapon. Guild shop. Yep, I need some gems and some keys. And no, we're good. And we're going to head over here. We're going to just grab all these treasure chests. This is also evil. Definitely not honest. So yeah, we leave 2,000 experience on the table, which does mean we have to do an experience grind later. That was a fantastic blink. This is the spot, this little patch of swamp right there is where we would normally find Mandrake. We're not going to find Mandrake there today, because this is low percent. I was just explaining what low percent means, Fallen Star. We don't get any unnecessary items for beating the game. We don't get any magic reagents. We blink over here, or we don't get any magic magic that we're... Come on, brain. Sorry, it's early in the morning. It is the pre-dawn. This is what a gem does. It shows us a map. We don't get... Yeah, bare minimum. Yeah, that's exactly it. Descend down. Okay. We cast a healing spell. We go north, 1, 2, 3, 4. And ready our flaming oil. Step into this room. Step down here. We're going to throw up a little flaming oil right there. And a little bit in front of me so that when enemies step into it, they get hurt. Cyclops throw rocks. The rocks hurt very badly. And one of the interesting things is when enemies have a ranged attack and you're in the range of it, if you're in line with it, they can't miss. Like, there's no miss chance on it. There is a chance for it to do no damage, but that's different from missing. So I kind of want to avoid as much Cyclops fighting as I can. The other unfortunate thing is when they walk into the flaming oil and die, I don't get any experience for it. There is a major experience grind later. Now we have to get through this. Right. Improvisation time. Okay, we're coming back. am I going to do this? Okay, we are going to do it this way. I don't have enough magic points to cast the Dispel Field spell. I should not have neglected my honesty in the character creation, it appears. That's okay. We're going to do this the other way. That is a moon gate. It takes us around to another moon gate. That one, in this case. We're going to head over here. So you might see slow progress. We're walking through hills here. We go slowly, and sometimes things catch up to us, and I don't like that. It's a random chance. There's lots of tiles that give slow progress. So this is the Dungeon Destard. We're supposed to come out of this one, but we'll go down into it instead. Make sure I'm not... Yeah. Have to mix Moore's down spells, because I'm not coming at this the right way. Where did I land? Oh, good. What a good landing. I need to go 1, 2, 3, 4 east and find the red stone. I am there now. Okay, yeah. Where'd I land? Oh, that is a perfect landing. That room directly south of me is exactly where I want to go. This is an altar room. The altar rooms connect 4 dungeons together. In this case, we want to go out to the right, which will take us to the Dungeon Covetous, where I was before, but could not continue because I didn't have the magic points to break through that barrier. We are going to use the Yup spell, yeet ourselves upward, and we're looking at that little onk there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, search, and zip down. Where'd I land? Landed in the wrong section, because of course I did. There's 2 sections to this, there we go. We're in the right section now. Alright. Heal up so I don't get wasted here. And this is the Altar Room of Courage, where I want to return to the Dungeon Destard. That's a dragon. Dragons are the most dangerous things, almost anyway. Note me nearly getting dead right there. There we go. I don't really need to worry about the insects. Now, Dungeon Destard. This is normally I would come in from Covetous and come to the Dungeon Destard and exit from here. So I had to make a little detour because I couldn't get around properly. When you see me open my stats screen, like so, I'm just checking my magic points. All right, this is pause. We're back on track now. This is where we're going to purchase a horse. If the stable keeper will ever walk over from the corner. Thank you. If you yell giddy up using the Y command, your horse now moves 2 squares every time you give it an order. We're going to heal. And check how am I doing on mix. We're going to mix some more links. I'll try and type quietly. Yeah, my mic is on a very high gain right now. We were having trouble hearing me yesterday, so... looks like we're okay. Alright. So we are going to, yes, purchase some reagents. Spider silk, blood moss, and we are going to, do I want to leave there? Yes, I want to leave that where it is. Okay. I need to do my honesty later, but that's fine. This is the Rune of Humility. I have forgotten that in runs before. It's really obnoxious when you do that. Hey, so in going through the game, we're picking up all these items. Every stone gives us 200 experience, every rune gives us 100. And if you've seen the numbers I'm getting from killing monsters, that is a significant upgrade from killing monsters. I'm going to punch Chuckles in the face here and run away. So this is an exploit of the virtue system. The game distinguishes between evil and non-evil creatures. Fighting non-evil creatures is fine if they attack you. Running away from them, though, means that we are not hurting a non-evil creature, which is great. Not hurting non-evil creatures is fantastic. They like it when we don't hurt them. So the game makes the distinction between creatures that are hostile, which are creatures that will attack you, and attacking them hurts our virtues, and creatures that are evil, which are creatures you can't run away from or you lose valor points. So, by making the guards hostile, we don't turn them into evil guards. It's just fine to run away from them. This gives us, it costs us points in compassion and justice to attack the guards or to attack Chuckles, but then once they start the fight with us, it's perfectly fine to run away, get our points in compassion back that way. And we in fact get a lot more. What I'm doing here is talking to Hawkwind the Seer. Every time I talk to him, I get 3 points in spirituality. I need to get that spirituality up to 99. It's at 83 right now. I'll explain that in a moment. But all our virtues have to reach 99 eventually. The reason I'm passing so many turns is because in order to keep you from exploiting this particular virtue gain by standing around and talking to Hawkwind, you have to wait for 100 steps, essentially. You have to wait for the hundreds counter of your step counter to roll over, to change to the next number. And I'm looking at that because my food ticks down every 100 steps. So I'm able to gauge when that's happening. I'm at 95 spirituality now. Jesters remain Cesaria and Britannia's eternal punching bags. Yes, they do. I kill a lot of jesters in these games. Or in this case, punch them, but don't kill them. So yeah, this little dialogue here, this set of 16 digits, is in fact representative of all of our virtues. In order: honesty, compassion, 2 digits each: honesty, compassion, valor, justice, sacrifice, honor, spirituality, and then humility. So now, if you look, the second last pair of digits is a 9 and a 9, and then there's a 50 for humility. That's 99 spirituality. That was where I was headed there. Open this door. Open this door. There's some more guards here. They're going to attack me because they're still angry at me. And here's the castle treasury. You'll note my honesty is in the pile right now. It's the first number, 03. It's now 02, 01. Funnily enough, it stays at 01. There's the Rune of Spirituality, by the way. So it will always be... It can't go below 1. That's what makes these virtue exploits possible. So I can steal from people... By the way, when I go up the stairs, everything is forgiven. The guards are cool. We're going to ask these guards about guarding. They say a guard must be a valiant warrior. They say, "Art thou the most valiant warrior?" I say, "No, I'm not the most valiant warrior." That would not be a humble thing to say. So yeah, I now have 70 humility. This is Lord British. We're going to talk to him twice. He's going to put me at level 6. There we go. Talk to the guards. Now we have to wait 16 steps. Well, we have to wait for a flag to reset. Oops. There we go. We're at 99 humility. We're gonna punch a guard in the face and run away because I want to go back in here, and it's easier than trying to maneuver around these guards, just letting them, because often they block things off. We're just gonna run my way through the treasury again. So yeah, the big loss in low percent in not getting the Mandrake and Nightshade. Nightshade is not a useful reagent for the speedrun, but not getting Mandrake, we don't have access to the Gate spell and the Tremor spell. Gate is a very, very useful fast travel spell. This is a healer. We say, no, we're not in need of help, but we'll give blood. She's going to take 100 hit points from us. Then we're going to heal ourselves. So we've done 15, so 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 99. My sacrifice is now at 99. So I'm really good at sacrifice, really good at compassion. So anyway, we're going to head back here. Oops, we're not going to get killed by the guards. I could probably take the guards, actually, at this level. We're going to open this door and head down into a dungeon. Lord British just has a dungeon in his backyard. We need to go Altar Room of Love to wrong. I need to check my... Oh, good, I've got 20 magic points now. Alright. So we need to go over here to the dungeon wrong. Climb up. We back up, we go north 1, 2, west 1, 2, 3, south 1, 2, east, south. Those are Reapers. We're going to get myself poisoned. We're going to cast a poison field up. One of the little quirks of this game is if you are poisoned, you cannot be put to sleep by a spell. Every time the screen flashes like that, that is the Reaper trying to cast a sleep spell on me. Fortunately, it doesn't work because I'm poisoned. If it did work, I would be very dead. Or potentially very dead. We're going to search here. There's a stone, a magic ball there. We're going to heal up after that experience. We got more intelligence, more dexterity. Back up a couple squares, and we're going to walk through here. There's a fountain. There's a stone. There's a fountain. We are going to... We have 40 dexterity. That's what I'm after. So I could technically cure my poison right now. Head north to the wall, head east to the wall until it says blocked. We're going to climb up, go 1, 2, 3, 4 east, go 1, 2, 3, 4 south, climb up, and here is where we get into an experience grind. Those are slimes. They die real easy. But again, I'm leaving 2,000 experience on the table that otherwise I don't have access to. So I might as well. I have to get that experience somewhere. Oh, I never explained why you need the experience. So, one of the things you need to do to win the game, you need to be an avatar of all 8 parts. So, honesty, compassion, valor, justice, sacrifice, honor, spirituality, and humility. You have to be an avatar of all those things. Which means you have to, do all the things you need to do to get that. You do the various things to get your stat up to 99 in that level. I'm not doing a lot of killing here. They're running away. That's better. And then you take the rune to the shrine and meditate on the mantra of that shrine, and you become partial avatar in that virtue. You have to do that. You then have to go and take the 8 stones, get the 3-part key, which is something I have forgotten to do in runs before. It's really embarrassing when you get to the last part of the game and you realize, oh, I don't have the key, and your run's dead. You take those stones there, you have to get the 3-part key. The stones are also necessary for getting through the final dungeon. And then you have to answer a quiz. But the other thing you have to do is have a full party of characters. You have to demonstrate leadership. And in order to do that, you need 8 characters. You have to have a full party of characters, one representing every class from the game. So I'm a ranger, that represents spirituality. Mages represent honesty, bards represent compassion, fighters for valor, druids for justice, which actually sounds like a really great protest group, tinkers for sacrifice, paladins have honor, and shepherds have humility. And if you do not show leadership in each of these areas, as in if you don't have one character from each of these classes in your party, you cannot win the game. It will just kick you out of the final dungeon and say, hey, you can't actually go any further. The catch with that, the catch on that is that your party size can never exceed your level. So currently I'm level 6. I could have up to 5 companions with me. 5 companions plus myself makes 6. That's some basic math for you at almost at 5:45 in the morning. If your level is 1, you can't have any companions with you. If your level is 5, you can have 4 companions. So in order to get 8 characters in the party, you need to be level 8. And I'm leaving 2,000 experience on the table. To get to level 8, I need 6,400 experience. So again, for a little bit more math, learn your powers of 2. To go from level 1 to level 2, you need 100 experience. Level 2 to level 3, you need 200 experience. Level 3 to 4, you need 400 experience. And then you need 800, 16, 32, and then 6,400. So yeah. I need to get to 6,400 experience. There's 2,000 experience I'm just plain not picking up. So I've got to get it somewhere else, and that's going to be by killing 500 of these 4 experience point slimes. So, yeah, I mean, this is what you're in for. So any questions about the weird nature of the run or anything like that? I'm not the only runner. I'm about the only active runner. I would love to have more people running this with me. So if you're interested, hit me up. Let me know. The game is free, by the by. You can find it on GOG.com. It was made free like in the 90s when I think as part of the promotional materials for the for releasing Ultima Online. Were we required to leave those 2K experience from the category? Yes. So this is low percent, so I'm not picking up 5 of the major items that are not necessary to get through the game. That means the Wheel of the Cape, I'm not picking up, the Silver Horn, the Skull of the Wizard Mondane, the Mystic Arms, and the Mystic Armor, each of which provide 400 experience. The skull also, when we break it, if you break the skull by throwing it into the abyss, you get 10 points in each virtue. So I have to grind my virtues up to 99 instead of up to 89. We're also not picking up Mandrake or Nightshade. Those are special hidden reagents for spells. They allow you to mix the really powerful spells. So the Tremor spell, for example, would make the experience grind go much faster. Because I would grind in a different spot and not deal with all these slimes. If you're wondering why I don't just grind, I do have to get my Valor up. Valor goes up when you take random encounters and win them. Every random encounter I take that's with evil creatures, not with non-evil creatures. Every random encounter I take with evil creatures and win gives me a 50-50 chance of getting a Valor point. And if you're wondering why I don't just do my experience grind alongside that, well, there will be some. But the Valor will be much faster than the experience, and this is the fastest way to get experience just generally. And we have to be here anyway, in this dungeon. No, I mean, we don't have to be here. This is a slight detour off the path, but not a very long one. There are other places. This is also a very safe way to get experience. Like, slimes aren't going to do a lot of damage to me, even if they do make their way up that little funnel to me. They're funneled to me one at a time. They're not really challenging. Where am I at? 28. I'm looking for 3,700. I'm not going to go all the way to 37. 3,700 is if I fought nothing else in the rest of the game other than doing my various grinds. 3,700 would be where I would have to stop. But I'm going to get other encounters. And there are other places I can get my experience up if I need it later. I'm not too worried about it. Cast a heal spell. Yeah, so I mean this is ultimately the boring part of the run. We'll stop at 3,000, and if I have to get more experience later, then so be it. Oh, the reason I've been picking up those orbs, my dexterity is over 40. The way this game is programmed, if your dexterity is over 40, you can't miss. Literally cannot miss when I make an attack. So long as there's something in line with it, it's like that obviously is a miss because it doesn't hit anything. Okay, we'll stop there. But yeah, when this uses a different accuracy curve than the original game for 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 descend, than the original Apple or Commodore game. What a perfect landing that is. I'm gonna put my flaming oil. We just need to go north 1. Have some fire. And when they were playtesting it, they found that it was like you get to the end of the game and you were missing far too much for things to be killable. So they changed the experience curve, or they didn't change it. They they added a little situation where if your dexterity was 40 or higher, you just have 100% accuracy. Here's the green stone. We'll re-equip with the flaming oil. That thing in the middle with the yellow sprite and the head on top of it, or the face, the mouth on top of the head, is a Zorn. It negates magic, so while it's alive, you can't actually cast any spells. It also hits like a truck. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is a Reaper. And it can't put me to sleep. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. That is 2 more Reapers. Reapers, you know, they get in the way. They're obnoxious. And very, very dangerous. We're going to heal. I'm going to cast a quickness spell. Because I don't want to lose all my food. We need to go north through here. I lost 25 food there. The way quickness works, eat up, is that it randomly gives you an extra turn. 50-50 chance. Flip a coin. Every time you take a turn, it randomly gives you another turn. This actually includes the turns you take that are extra. So if we could manipulate the RNG, we could actually just permanently run across a dungeon room with quickness. There's the blue stone. All right. I got unpoisoned by falling asleep. The game only has room for 1 status effect on you. So there are things that can put you to sleep when you're poisoned. I'm going to heal a couple times. We're going to use this down spell. See where we landed. Good landing. There's 3 sections I could land in. I landed in the best one because I just want to go 1, 2, 3 to the west. And then enter into the Altar Room of Truth. Now we've been picking up these stones. We have several of them. We actually have all but one of them, I think. We use them here on the altars. We get 1/3 of the 3-part key. We go 1, 2, 3. Hithloth connects to all of the altar rooms. More Reapers. The fun thing about Reapers, and I refer to Flaming Oil as Reaper Killer, because they're trees, they just stand there, so if you set them on fire, they just stand there and burn. Green and orange, and that gets us the second part of the 3-part key, the Key of Love. We're going to head back up to this, the Room of Truth. It is easier to go through the Altar Room of Truth to the Dungeon Shame than it is to get to the Altar Room of Courage than to get to the Altar Room of Courage through Hithloth. So we're going to cast our Quickness spell. We're going to zip in here. Use our stone. Red, white, purple, purple, and orange. And then we head south to Hithloth again. And we are going to exit the dungeon. None left. Let's mix another one. There we go. We're still poisoned. You can see my hit points ticking down every step I take. This is a balloon. This balloon is going to be our constant companion. I knew I forgot something. There was something I forgot to do, and it's mix the wind change spell. Ha 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 ha. Glad I remembered before I got in the balloon. I have frantically mixed wind change spells in the balloon before. It's not fun. Okay. We're going to cast another heal. Going to make sure I've got enough magic points. So the balloon, when we climb the heights, just goes in the direction of the wind. It moves automatically. And very frustratingly, because the wind moves in real time. So that's the Shrine of Humility. It's surrounded by demons. And the reason we're poisoned is that gray-looking demon over there. That's a Balron. It also throws sleep spells like the Reapers do. Every step we take towards the Shrine of Humility is going to get us into 8 encounters with demons. This is where we do our Valor grind, and sometimes our Experience grind, and often our Gold grind. But I've done a safety for the Gold, so I don't actually need to grind that. And it's only this first set of fights that are going to take place in this mountainous area. It's a lot of demons, yeah, it is. The game scales very interestingly, though. So we're going to take a step south. We're going to get 8 more demons. It's a high encounter rate. It's an infinite encounter rate. So the game has a very interesting way of scaling. The maximum size of any random encounter is equal to the party size times 2. So I will only ever see 2 monsters here at a time, which makes this actually reasonably, though not completely, safe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Should have only grabbed 7. Oh well. I do have to pick up the treasure chests because of the way the game stores information. We're dealing with a game that was built for the Apple II, so there's a limited amount of space available on the disc. The game has 24 slots for... it's got 8 slots for monster types, and it's got 24 slots for other things on the map. So treasure chests, the horse, any ships that we might be using, the balloon. But yeah, having only 24 slots for those treasure chests and the game dropping 8 of them at a time means that if I don't pick them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the game is going to start overwriting things in those 24 slots, and potentially overwriting things like the balloon that I need to get out of here, or any ship I might have found, or my horse, or other treasure chests. When the entire list is full, it randomly grabs a slot for everything. And that randomness, yeah, can cause problems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one here before we get to the Shrine of Humility. And we will then check and see how our Valor is doing, because this is ostensibly a Valor grind. Again, every time I fight a random encounter on the map like this, and against an evil creature, and demons are indeed evil, I have a 50-50 chance of getting a single point of Valor. The reason these fights are taking place on plains is because I'm standing on treasure chests. 77 Valor. So we're going to meditate on humility. Meditation is the only break I get in this game. So to meditate, we have to meditate for 3 cycles. We need to know what the mantra is. If you put the wrong mantra in, you lose points in spirituality. I don't want to do that. Okay, I need to grind my Valor all the way up to 99. The poison is to avoid being slept by the Balrons. That's exactly right. I stay poisoned because otherwise the Balrons can put me to sleep. And if they put me to sleep, I'm pretty dead. So now I'm partial avatar in humility. And we can get more more demons to fight. See, I'm standing on the shrine, which means I'm fighting in the plains. But the treasure chests on my way up here also overwrite the qualities of the tiles that they're sitting on top of, which means I'm fighting in the plains. It's much nicer than fighting in the hills. Where's my Valor? 81. Okay, so I'll fight 3 more packs of 8, and we will then check again. Now, I do have a slightly harder limit on my experience right now. It is 4,900. I need to have 4,900 experience. Oh, by the way, if you want to get through this area without fighting a bunch of demons, that's what the Silver Horn is for. It's one of those things I'm not picking up because of the low percent flag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back up and step out. So yeah, those treasure chests also mean I don't have to worry about slow progress when stepping back onto them. The demons only appear when you move south. The game, in fact, anytime you step south, the game checks to see, are you in the area where we should make demons appear? And also, have you blown the silver horn? Okay, if we're in the area we should make demons appear and you have not blown the silver horn, then we're going to make some demons appear. We're going to fill up all those wandering monster slots, all 8 of them, with demons, and put them directly south of you, and give them a turn so they attack you. There are 8 slots for wandering monsters, but generally speaking, only 4 can appear at a time, except for special events like this one, or the pirates you fight at the entrance to the Abyss. That is one of the reasons I hate seeing storms show up. They take up one of those 4 random monster slots, and they won't go away. There's no way to get rid of them. So we've already seen a storm. We're going to be seeing a boat grind later, where I'm going to be standing around waiting for pirates to show up, because no one in this world makes boats, apparently, that you can buy. There's no commercial enterprise for boat making. You just have to steal them from pirates. But it's okay, because they're pirates. 86 Valor. I have not got a lot of Valor there. So 50-50 chance, I killed 24 groups of demons, and I got 5 points of Valor. That is how my luck tends to go. What are the pirates even pirating if nobody else has... That's a very good question. I think they're just enjoying life on the high seas. Yo-ho, a pirate's life for me and all that. So to give you an idea of how my luck often goes, my very first marathon, Speedrun Ragnarok 2021, I did a run of Ultima 1. And in that run, one of the first things you have to do in the speed run is kill a jester, because of course, and in doing so you get a key to rescue a princess. That key has a 50-50 chance of being the right key. If it's the wrong key, it just opens an empty cell. If it's the right key, it opens the cell with the princess in. You get 500 gold experience and hit points, and, you know, great. And that's how the grind begins. 50-50 chance. It took 12 tries for me to get the right key. So, yeah, that's the sort of thing my luck does once in a while. It's just, yeah, we're just not gonna flip heads, ever. Just tails for you. What do we got? 90. I did 2 more groups and got 5 more points. Well, we'll do 1 more group. If it goes high, we'll go and get our Valor elsewhere. If it doesn't, well, we'll do another group. Here we go. One of the more fun things I'm planning to do with this game, I run this in a lot of different categories. This is sort of my my favorite game, I guess, to speedrun. It's a game I have a lot of passion and love for. I run this in any percent, in no major glitches. What you're seeing right now, low percent. I run it in Paragon, so where I don't steal from the old ladies or punch the guards in the face, which is actually harder than you might think. I'm working on a low magic route. You can't go no magic because there's a requirement to use dispel spells to break through fields, but I'm working on a low magic route, which involves flying that balloon at the mercy of the winds. Like, you literally have to fly it around and hope the winds do what you want them to. And one of the other or some of the other fun ones I do, I've got a task randomizer for it that Ultima 6 runner Cloudy Shoe built. So it puts the 45 things that we have to do to get through the game in a random order and says, okay, do them in this order. And of course, there's some logic in it. So you don't have to become the partial avatar of humility before you have the rune of humility, which would be impossible. Or get the key of love before you have the 4 stones that get you the key of love. So he's made this wonderful list randomizer, and I use it once in a while and have lots of fun with it. So that's good. And Phoenix 4, one of the other runners of this game, who I keep trying to persuade to come back, has built a full world randomizer for it, which randomizes the locations of all the items. I just killed 8 demons and got 1 point of valor. Or 8 groups of demons got 1 point of valor. You know what? We're done here. The game obviously does not want me to have more valor. We're going to get it elsewhere. We're going to ride our balloon. Hey, we're going to ride our balloon. I have to pass turns to make sure I have enough magic points. And the other one that I'm working on that I have routed but not completed yet, hey, is to play it without looking at the screen. That's the town of Magincia. We'll be there later. I have to keep an eye on the winds. They keep shifting on me. I missed my descent spot. There we go. This is Buccaneer's Den. We're here for one thing, well, 2 things, actually. We're here to purchase a magic bow. 1. Now we're good. We need a magic weapon. It is a requirement. And since we're not getting the mystics, we have to buy one. We're going to dispel this field. We're going to step in here. And, I'm actually going to poison myself. Okay, I can't do it. Okay, fine. Yes, I am in need of reagents. We're going to purchase... Reagents here are all very expensive, except for Black Pearl. Because we're right on the ocean, it only costs 1. Now I need... And we're going to pay exactly what we're asked for the Black Pearl. And the reason for doing that is to get my honesty back up. Oops. So I need to buy 49 Black Pearls. I'm going to go to 25 gold. Good. Now I have to concentrate on this. I can overpay. Overpaying is fine. But underpaying gets me in trouble. And this Balron's going to be on my case. That's what I wanted to avoid, just getting put to sleep. There. This time I'm poisoned. We're all good. Yeesh. Alright. My honesty is now at 90. The only thing that's not at 99 or at 00 for... And of course I didn't get a point of valor for killing the Balron. Absolutely could have, but I didn't. I'm going to head back this way. Oh, thank you. No, that's a bad spot. That was a mistake. Ah! There we are. Okay. This is Magincia. We're not actually going to do anything here except wait for a boat. This can take a while. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I have had runs die because I couldn't... Hello, pirate ship. Okay, now I want to make sure you don't shoot my balloon. Because the pirates have cannons, and if they shoot the balloon, they will destroy it. Thank you. That was an actually very quick pirate. We're very happy with that. So we're going to sail down here. You might notice slow progress happening. When you sail into the wind, you lose 1 out of every 4, or you lose 3 out of every 4 steps. When you sail with the wind, you lose 1 out of every 4. And when you sail alongside it at right angles, you lose no time. We're going to take our balloon with us. Nope, we want to go north, so we have to have the wind from the south. That's the other thing that you have to make sure you're doing properly. You basically go backwards. I want to go north, so I have to bring the wind from the south. Yeah, we did a task randomizer in Speedrun Ragnarok this year, didn't we? That was fun. I had Phoenix calling me for that. Calling for that one. That was great. This way. Descend. There we go. Yeah, I still need to get more. Still need to get my Valor up. So there's a bridge right here. And what lives under bridges? Trolls. So you can stand on a bridge and get fights with trolls. There's also an orc coming. That's fine. Orcs come with trolls sometimes. Did it give it to me? It did not. Neither of those gave me a point of valor. And of course, I want to get my valor up before there's one. Before I start growing my party, because then those random fights. What's the reason for the pirate ship? Yeah, I want to. Oh, sorry. I'll finish one thought, then I'll get to the other. I want to get my valor up before I grow my party, because otherwise those random encounters will be larger. Anyway, what's the reason for the pirate ship? We need it to get the bell. The bell is a required item, and you need it to get to the abyss at the end of the game. You can't actually approach the abyss without the pirate ship. There's no other way to get there. This is Julia. She's going to join us. We are going to then get her poisoned. Perfect. And we're going to hop on the balloon. Why did I walk into the guy's forge? That's where the Rune of Sacrifice is. Okay, here is John of the Druid. How come I'm poisoned? I don't want to be poisoned. Oh yeah, while we're here, we're going to get some food. Yeah, we'll take 70 packs of rations. There we go. Uh-oh, Julia's dead. Speaking of runes, there's one here. And that is Vorpal. Vorpal is a felon. He eats people who bug him. And sometimes he gets in the way, and sometimes you can provoke him into attacking you if he's in the way. And this is the Shrine of Justice. So we're going to get our justice done. And I can take another breather. So you'll note between my food and gold. So you see it. We've got our characters up here, and then there's food and gold. There's a little dot there. That little dot represents humility in my list of virtues that I have completed. And slowly but surely, we're going to build up that dot into a full picture. Okay, indeed. There's a vision. South, get back to my balloon. Game. Not nice. Okay, fine. We'll head north. Okay, I know where we are. None left! Like I said, I've had to mix frantically whilst flying the balloon. That's annoying when that happens. Before I could even move, it changed. That's the dungeon Death Starred. We went there earlier when I misrouted. That's where I want to be! Come on. There we are. This is the town of Jalome. Sometimes I push through those guards, but I can't, because attacking would lower my justice, and my justice has already been perfected, and if I lower it now, I lose my partial avatarhood in justice, and that would mean I'd have to go back and meditate again, and I don't want to do that. That is Sonora. She gets in the way sometimes. Again, sometimes I punch her, and, you know, I can't do that right now. There's the Rune of Valor. Can't steal the money, because that would be unjust. Max, get out of the way. Max also gets in the way sometimes. Max also sometimes gets a punch in the nose for it. Alright, now we're going to blink south. We're going to go here to meditate on Valor. Oh. We're entering into the end game. Ra. And yeah, these mantras are often not particularly meditative, but you know, you can see yourself sitting there cross-legged before an Ankh and going Ra for a while, you know. Beh is a little bit of beh. Yeah. Beh. We're going to gate that way. I am having a real time with my magic points right now. I want to get to this moon gate. I want to wait till the moon gate's destination is here. I'm going to quit and save. Quit and save again. And we are going to close the game and reopen it, because that is the only way to load. Be aware there's going to be noise. And there we find the black stone. And that's why we did that. The black stone can only be found there, and this is why I don't like random encounters when I have a bigger party. So the black stone is necessary to beat the game, but you can find it in the moon gate when both moons are new, and that's it. This is the town of Moonglow. Hey Mariah, join me. There's the Rune of Honesty. We're all good. Make sure my honesty is where it ought to be, because one of the next things we're doing is going to get our partial avatarhood in honesty. Hi game. I see this is what we're going to be doing today, alright? This is why sometimes I mix fireballs. You can't cast anything, you're... Oh wait, there we are. Alright. Leave that treasure chest there. Blink north. Use Mariah to blink over here. This is the Lyceum, one of the 3 castles of the game. There's 8 towns and 3 castles, plus Lord British's castle. And this is a library. We're looking for the Book of Truth. There it is, under T. And from here, we go north. Right here. Blink north. Blink north. Here's the Shrine of Honesty. Okay. This one's another good meditative one. The mantra for honesty is Om. You can hum it. Om. I've got everything on my list. I keep notes because I need them. We're closing in on the end of this one here. Next should be the Shrine of Sacrifice. Okay, it's 8210. That is a squid, and I don't want to fight it. We're out of fireballs, that's fine. Blink over here. There's the Shrine of Sacrifice. Oh, yeah. Much like with Hawkwind, I need to... Oh, yeah, I can't do it yet. I need to wait till the hundreds digit of my step counter rolls over. Now, the reason I quit and saved and loaded earlier is because it resets the moons to both be new. So there's a couple things that require certain moon states. The moon gates obviously require certain moon states. Some items can only be found at certain times. Mandrake has to be found when both moons are new. The Black Stone has to be found when both moons are new. The Skull of Mondain has to be found when both moons are new. The Shrine of Spirituality can only be reached when both moons are full. And with that in mind, I'm going to reload again once I am partial avatar in Sacrifice. Quit and save, close the game, open it back up. We allow for a little batch file which opens directly into the game rather than going through the introduction screen. We're heading back over here. We've been to this area before a few times. And we're just going to stand here and I'm going to check my... Okay, we're going to do spirituality at the end then instead of right now, rather than passing 80 turns. We do need this moon gate regardless, because it will take us to our next destination, and it is faster to wait for the moon gate than it is to blink across the continent in this particular case. Quite often the opposite is true, which is something I've found out by doing task randomizers. Might have noticed the game passed there without my input. If you stand around long enough, it will do that. Blink, blink. Blip. Oh, good job. How many? Oh, I've got lots of blinks left. This is Trinsic, the town of the Paladins. Here's Dupre. He's going to join me. He's the mayor of the town. There's the Rune of Honor. I heal my poison. And I'm not going to worry about the poison on my other characters. Shout out to Phoenix who found this little blink pattern, which gets us right to the Shrine of Honor. Mayor of the town leaves with some random dude that just stepped in. Well, I mean, I am, you know, important, I guess. I'm the protagonist, right? So... So for any wondering, Ultima comes, Ultima 3 this is Ultima 4. Ultima 3 is possibly the first ever computer game to have a full soundtrack. And Ken Arnold's soundtracks for Ultima 3 and 4 are excellent. I highly recommend them. Unfortunately, they were not ported over to the PC versions. So this is my music in the background. We're looking for this here. There we go. Now I should have over 6,400 experience, which I do. I've got almost 6,600. We do not punch Chuckles. That would be bad. That would ruin our compassion and justice and honor. We don't go stealing the treasury this time. We don't punch any of the guards. All we're doing is coming to talk to Lord British to get level 8. Boom! I am level 8. 800 hit points. We're going to slip through here, head back out, grab our horse. Been loyally waiting for us. Go to the town of Britain. Britain is the town of the bards. The town of compassion. There's the rune of compassion. We head down here. We need a bard in our party. It's going to be YOLO. Join. There we go. And we need to go and meditate at the Shrine of Compassion. Game! That was unnecessary. I don't know why he would do this to me. I can't have YOLO leave the fight either, because running away would cost me Valor. And I really don't want to get more Valor, given how much time it took me to get the Valor to 99 in the first place. Alright, we can come up here, and rather than crossing in the usual manner, we are going to just blink from here. This is the Shrine of Compassion. One more to go after this. Spirituality. All them compassionate cows out there. Oh. I hope you're all having a good morning. I am honored as ever to be part of this marathon. It's a fantastic time. We're closing in on the end of the run. We have one big dungeon left to do. YOLO won't have enough magic points for it at all. What did I get to? 31. Cool. Okay, and I need to go back up to that moon gate. Make sure yeah, okay. I have enough. And then we wait for both moons to be full, and we go to the Shrine of Spirituality, and then we use that moon gate to get us back to Magincia, where our boat was left. We meditate on spirituality. And we're going to meditate here, and I'm going to use this opportunity to bend my knees a bit. And this will complete the little portrait of the Ankh between the food and gold indicators. And then... well, I'm glad I just saved. It didn't register my M press. We are going to have to wait for... the moons to come around again, but it's faster to reset them to 0, and also to not lose the 3 points of spirituality that you lose when you use the wrong mantra. So how's everyone doing? Takes about 3 seconds for the moons to change, so we lost about... Well, not counting the time for meditation, we lost about 36 seconds there. Spirituality. Let's do this again. For a while, I got into the habit of saving just before I went in to meditate, just for that reason. Got out of the habit, but fortunately, I did it properly this time. Alright, then we're going to take this Moongate to Trinsic and take the Trinsic Moongate to Magincia. Our boat is there, and as is our final party member. There we go. Now we have a nice full Ankh there. Step out. This is Katrina the Shepherd. She's honored to join me. Alright, horse, you get to stay behind. Sail out here, sail to the edge of what we can see, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Change the wind to the east and go south. YOLO's dead. And here is the Cove of Pirates. When I go east one more square, this place fills up with what are supposed to be ghost pirates. Their cannonballs still hurt, though. But that's okay. Phoenix discovered that if you change the wind to north and then just sail straight through to the east, you can get by without getting attacked. I used to build a bridge. I used to come here early in the game, build a bridge. And Katrina's gone. Good. Here we need to use the bell, the book, and the candle. If we could get away without using them, then I would. We're going to cast a quickness spell. This is the Great Stygian Abyss. That was a lovely quickness proc. So the Great Stygian Abyss is the final dungeon. At the bottom we will find the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom, which is what we're looking for. We will discover the book which tells us more about ourselves than we ever wanted to know. 1, 2, 1. Check my stats. Good. 2. Those are sleep fields. We're going to overwrite one with a poison field. Walking into sleep fields will still put me to sleep. So I'm still going to overwrite them with poison fields. Fun fact, enemies can't be poisoned. So in order to deal with that, poison fields still have a use in combat. They do damage to enemies much like fire fields do. So, between 0 and 128 damage every time they end their turn in one. This will prove handy in the final dungeon, or in the final fights, because we're going to use poison fields to defend myself. We're going to run away from this fight. Thank you. And we have to use all those colored stones we've been picking up. So this is second floor. Note that demon was not moving. It was because it was asleep. The game does not deal very well with sleep flags. If a monster is asleep when the fight ends, or if a monster is asleep, it only wakes up when its turn comes back around. If it's been killed in the meantime, or the fight ends for some other reason, like say I leave the room, 6, that sleep flag never goes away. And then next time I start a fight, that monster occupying that slot will still be asleep. We're going to use this room as a little place to recover my hit points. Don't walk through the middle of this room, or it lowers the walls and those demons come out at you. Just run right through. Nothing that happens in a dungeon room actually ever affects your virtues. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way they don't have to worry about, stealing treasure chests, right? We're going to use the Undead spell here. It makes undead monsters run away. But this game doesn't actually have an afraid status. The way it makes them run away is it reduces their hit points to a point where they would normally flee, making them very easy to kill if they decide not to get away from me. Hopefully, a lot of them try to run. Nice spooky music. Here we go. Next room, we're going to heal. Normally in this next room, we would use a tremor spell to just clear our way through all these things. But we don't have access to that because this is low percent, so we don't have Mandrake. So Gazers, we haven't seen those yet. They throw sleep fields around. They also hit like a truck. They're basically, an eye with 5 other eyes around them. The gremlins, of course, will steal my food. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to throw a poison field there. For anyone who is sensitive to flashing lights, not so much this room, though you might see it a bit once the Zorns get killed. The next room is full of them, and they are obnoxious. You can see the N between my food and gold there. That's a negation field. The Zorns create negation fields. Now they can cast spells again. Can't cast spells while the Zorn's on the field. Okay, the next room is the worst room in the game. It may flash at you a lot because it's full of Reapers. We're going to have to fight our way through some of it. Again, we're going to use a poison field to kill monsters. It doesn't hurt me, it just... because I'm already poisoned, right? And it doesn't do damage on its own. Try and use a quickness spell to get out of this a little faster. Okay, we're out of there. I hate that room. It's so obnoxious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stone. Sacrifice. Orange. Descend. Oh, look! Gremlins. South, west. Oops. South 2, west, south, east. This is a room full of mazes, or maze full of rooms. The only way you can get through it is to enter it from where I just entered it. You can't get through otherwise. Hey look, it's storms. They're actually damageable here. You can actually kill them. I like that, chat. A time-agnostic greeting. That's fantastic. One reason we had to purchase a magic bow. I mean, for one thing, it's nice to have a powerful ranged weapon. But the magic, if you're in the Abyss, only magic weapons will actually work in here. If I tried to use something else, it would miss every single attack it gets. So that means any weapon with a designated letter higher up than J. So magic sword, magic axe, magic bow, magic wand, or mystic sword. The only weapons that in here that work. Flaming oil still operates because it throws up a fire field, and that still does damage. But the actual flaming oil can't land. Like it's an attack plus a fire field, and the attack part does not work. We can just completely ignore those headlesses over there. Sleep spell. I can throw my own sleep spells. One reason we don't have the sound on is because every time a spell is cast, you hear a little burble and a noise. It takes up a lot of time. Get out of my way. I would appreciate you stopping from killing me. Please refrain from murdering me. Thank you. 6th floor down. We go north, we go west. We shoot this guy. Shoot this guy. We go north, we go west. We can ignore this room entirely. We go north, we go west. We're going to cast another undead spell here. The wisps aren't undead, but they do teleport around, making them obnoxious to fight. Looks like my undead spell was basically ineffective, which is cool, I guess. And of course it won't have affected the Gazer anyway, because the Gazer isn't undead. Need to step on that square, go north, go east, or go west. There's another undead spell just to mess with the skeletons. And up here we go. And then the one thing I often forget to do is actually go down the ladder. All right, last floor. I deke around the... Yes, good. Quickness helped me out. In the No Major Glitches run, we use the Mystic Swords in the dungeon, and they are the best weapon in the game, but they don't have a ranged attack, so this room can be pretty mean. Okay, I've got enough heals, yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't have to fight these guys. They're not evil, meaning that running away gives me compassion and killing them gets me nothing. This is the infamous companion room. Ranger just ran away, because they do that. My sleep spell affected only the paladin. Okay, cool. We got through that pretty easily. We're going to heal up, because the last room is a pain. Make sure I've got enough magic points. And, okay, final room coming up. I don't have enough magic points for both quickness and an energy field, so we're going to use energy fields. Poison field, one there. Put down. Poison field right there. And again, the poison field will even affect monsters like dragons and demons and Balrons, which are immune to fire. So if I were to use flaming oil, it wouldn't bother them. But as they walk into my poison fields, they get killed, which is handy, let's say. I'm watching my hit points as I do this. Should be okay. We need to step on the treasure chest. It changes a couple things. It opens that room to the north. We do not want to go there, because it turns out this panel too. And this opens up the room this way. Okay, our final stone. Humility, black. And we get sent to the quiz place. We need to know the word. I think I mistyped it, so we'll check it first. I did not. Now the game buffers up to 16 inputs at a time, so I can buffer my answer to the quiz questions. I know what they all are. I don't even have to rush it, because I can buffer all those inputs. And they automatically get listed in at the first available frame. If I answer wrong 3 times, the game kicks me right out of the abyss. Just sends me back home. I'm going to check that one, make sure I typed it right. Yep. So I'm well versed in the virtues of the Avatar. This is coming up on time, by the way. We'll be there in just a moment. We also have the 3 principles to list out: truth, love, and courage. And then when the word infinity appears, it will be time. And here we go. Time. And that is Ultima 4 low percent. All right. So usually we space through this. You get sent home. Thank you for the GGs. And in less than 10,000 steps, too, which is nice. Oh. Right. Well, thank you for letting me show this one off. I used to do the first 4. I now mainly do Ultima 3 and 4. I've been playing... I did Avernum for Questing for Glory earlier, which is a fun one. Do the Bard's Tale games. I'm working on some other ones. It's a really great... the Ultima 4 is a really great series, or Ultima is a really great series. Ultima 4 is a really great game. Again, as I said, it is free on GOG, GOG.com. You can find it there. It is absolutely free. Download it. No DRM, nothing. Just play it. It's a great game. I recommend anyone who loves RPGs should take a good look at it. And if you want to come join us if you want to come join us in speedrunning it, please do. I could use some company on this. There's so many different ways to play it. Me and one other runner who's somewhat active, Phoenix 4, we have PBs that are 15 seconds apart, completely different routes, absolutely completely different routing. So that's the fun part of it. You can go in just about any direction to figure out where you're going to go. So there's lots of opportunity to take new looks at it. My run has kind of calcified into what it is, but there's always options to open it up. Ah, yes, the lore. Where do you get infinity from? You get it from the visions of the shrines. They give me a big letter after each one of them, and it gives you the order. The game is not impossible to complete as released. You just miss that one big clue. Smith the horse was supposed to tell you something that led you to it. So Smith then tells you that in the next game, and then in Ultima 6 he tells you something related to finishing Ultima 5 as well. It's a running joke in the series. Yeah, that's the game. Thank you again for having me. Enjoy the rest of the marathon. I'm looking forward to the... we're coming up on the end of it, so I'm looking forward to that. And hopefully we'll see you again before too long.